My name is Leroy Holm. I'm owner of Tri-State Home Inspections. I'm making another educational video about the tools and equipment that you'll be seeing me use during my inspections. First of all, a little bit about my company. Tri-State Home Inspections is a licensed and certified home inspection company serving Iowa, Minnesota, and Wisconsin. My inspections are a thorough investigation of the home from top to bottom, including the roof, foundation, exterior, interior, the basement, crawl spaces, attics, appliances, electrical systems, the heating, cooling systems, plumbing. I do gas detection of the entire house when I'm there. I also perform thermal imaging of the home during the home inspection. I am a licensed home inspector, BPI Energy analyst, certified lead risk inspector for the state of Iowa, a HUD inspector and FHA inspector. Another thing you need to know is I take every report very seriously. I will provide you with a detailed report pinpointing any problem areas that I may feel need more attention. So that's the short entry I'm going to give you. Let's just move on to my equipment now. Thank you. Now I'm going to run you through some of the tools that I use during the inspection. On my truck, I do carry a 24-foot ladder, a 6-foot ladder, and a 4-foot ladder. Here's a tool pouch that I have on me during the inspection at all times. I have my tape measure, an outlet tester, an electrical tester. I have my digital camera, temperature gauge for checking any temperature gauge, especially when I'm testing furnaces out. You'll see me using this quite often. I got an inspection mirror, a crescent wrench, screwdrivers, pretty much the bare minimum here. I also have here is a microwave tester. So I can put this in your microwave, test, and make sure it's working when there's a built-in microwave. Another tool I use is an LED flashlight because it gives me the nice bright light that I like to see. Usually I got a belt clip here. This is where I carry it. I also have, on the rare occasions that I can't access a place on the house, I do use binoculars sometimes. If at all possible, I want to be on that roof. I want to see what those shingles look like from up top. They look a lot different than they do from the ground then. I also then use this to test the water pressure in the house. That's pretty important to test. Usually I want a house between 40 and 80 pounds water pressure. A good example is if you live in Decorah, where I'm from, the water pressure here is quite high. Usually up over 100 pounds of pressure, so you have to depressurize it. You can go 30 miles west of here and go to Monona, Iowa, and their water pressure is usually about 30 to 35 pounds, so then you want to add a pressure gauge to increase it. And when we do an inspection, if you have a water problem, I can help you solve that problem. Also during the inspection, I use a torpedo level, that is to check the drop of any of the sewer lines, the flue gas lines, and if I need something longer, I do carry a 4-foot level in my truck. Here I use a humidity reader. This is usually used during a energy audit to get what the humidity is in the house, or when I'm doing a mold inspection. Some of the specialized tools I do use a multimeter with my electrical background. If I find an issue with the electrical system when I'm inspecting it, this here will help me pinpoint possibly where the problem is. Here is a manometer. I use this usually during an energy audit. This helps me read duct pressure and the flue pressure. This here is a carbon monoxide tester. I use this with every single inspection. I do a carbon monoxide test of the house. I check the furnace, water heater, if it's gas. I even check the stove. Here is a gas detector. This here will sense natural gas, propane, LP. I do this to every house too. I do a gas detection throughout the house. If this picks up a leak, I always double check it by using soap bubbles, just to make sure and pinpoint where the leak is, so I can show my client, and when there's a gas leak, it's very important that the homeowner themselves knows about it so they can get it repaired right away. Also, during my inspection, if somebody wants, I can do radon. This is a radon monitoring system. This gets set up for 48 hours in your house. I will then take it back to my office, and it'll give me a complete readout what the radon has done in the house for the last 48 hours. Then, can't forget the drill. This here usually gets used at every inspection. I do drill holes in the ductwork and in the flue of the furnace to test for combustion. Another scope that I use is an inspection scope. This one here, all I need is a 3/4 of an inch hole, or if I need to get behind something I can't see, I can put this back there. It's got a light on it and a colored screen, and it'll show me what I'm looking at. And then also, every home inspection I do a thermal imaging of the home. I use a FLIR i7. During a home inspection, thermal imaging will help me pinpoint any possible moisture problems, electrical problems. You get a good temperature difference. I can even check the interior framing of the house and possible problems that you may have. When I do it during an energy audit, I go around the house looking for air leaks and lack of insulation. Here I have several moisture meters. These get used if I find during the thermal imaging a spot that looks like a possible leak. I will double check it with the moisture meters. This one here is a pinless one. Basically, you turn it on, you put it on the wall, and it'll read down. It's pretty accurate, but once in a while I don't feel it's working the way it should, so then I use my pin one. This one here has 2 pins on top. You actually physically insert them in to the wall, and it will give me a reading what the moisture level in the house is. And now I want to take the time to thank you for watching my video. If you have any questions at all, feel free to contact me anytime at 563-380-2515. For further information about my company and my inspections, feel free to visit my website at www.tristatehomeinspections.org. Thank you again.